The Little Angel by Leonid Andreyev, translated by William Henry Lowe, and narrated by Trevor O'Hare. Chapter 1. At times, Sashka wished to give up what is called living, to cease to wash every morning in cold water, on which thin sheets of ice floated about, to go no more to the grammar school, and there to have to listen to everyone scolding him, no more to experience the pain in the small of his back, and indeed over his whole body when his mother made him kneel in the corner all the evening. But since he was only 13 years of age, and did not know all the means by which people abandon life at will, he continued to go to the grammar school and to kneel in the corner, and it seemed to him as if life would never end. A year would go by, and another, and yet another, and still he would be going to school and be made to kneel in the corner. And since Sashka possessed an indomitable and bold spirit, he could not supinely tolerate evil, and so found means to avenge himself on life. With this object in view, he would thrash his companions, be rude to the head, impertinent to the masters, and tell lies all day long to his teachers and to his mother, but to his father only he never lied. If in a fight he got his nose broken, he would purposefully make the damage worse, and howl, without shedding a single tear, but so loudly that all who heard him were fain to stop their ears to keep out the disagreeable sound. When he had howled as long as thought advisable, he would suddenly cease, and, putting out his tongue, draw in his copybook a caricature of himself howling at an usher who pressed his fingers to his ears. While the victor stood trembling with fear, the whole copybook was filled with caricatures, the one which most frequently occurred being that of a short stout woman beating a boy as thin as a lucifer match with a rolling pin. Below, in a large scrawling hand, would be written the legend, "Beg my pardon, puppy," and the reply, "Won't. Blowed if I do." Before Christmas, Sashka was expelled from school, and when his mother attempted to thrash him, he bit her finger. This action gave him his liberty. He left off washing in the morning, ran about all day bullying the other boys, and had but one fear, and that was hunger, for his mother entirely left off providing for him, so that he came to depend upon the pieces of bread and potatoes which his father secreted for him. On these conditions, Sashka found existence tolerable. One Friday, it was Christmas Eve, he had been playing with the other boys until they had dispersed to their homes, followed by the squeak of the rusty frozen wicket gate as it had closed behind the last of them. It was already growing dark, and a gray, snowy mist was traveling up from the country, along a dark alley, in a low black building, which stood fronting the end of the alley. A lamp was burning with a reddish, unblinking light. The frost had become more intense, and when Sashka reached the circle of light cast by the lamp,
Sample complete. Ready to continue?